Hello everyone, how are y'all doing today? Today we're going to talk about budget. I know I do this ever so often, but I haven't done a budget video in a few days, so here we go. I am using the Classic Happy Planner. This cover is from the Happy Notes, and I just put it on here, and I have a mixture of two discs from some mini Happy Planners that I had. They're lighter blue and a darker blue, or like navy blue and baby blue. And I have four like tab dividers here at the top, and they're just mixed in. One of them, let's just go over them. One of them, this first one is a short one, then a medium one and a larger one, and then this is from the Classic. In the first one, I have the budget, which is now bi-weekly, is what I'm doing. And I have the first half of the budget and then the second half of the budget. I have two printables that are daily trackers. One's for the checking and one is from the savings. These two printables is the same thing. I just wrote checking and savings. They are from Budget Queen on Etsy. And that's just like a ledger, I guess you would say. And it's everything that goes on in the checking account and the savings account. The next one is also a printable from Budget Queen on Etsy, and that is just a weekly spender. This one is for 4 weeks, because that's what I'm saying is in September is 4 weeks. So I keep it real simple. Just put the cash envelopes we have, the monthly budget, and then from there I do the weekly, which you put the envelope here, how much you spent, and then the new balance. And that's pretty much taking the budgeted amount, subtracting what you spend that week, and you get the current balance. And it just continues on and on. And then you do the actual, you'll add up the amount on these and put in the actual, and then you have a plus or a minus if you have any money left over or if you overspent on that. So that's all I do with the budget. I keep it real simple. It has been working. I really don't, or this month I don't know if I'll do a closeout and say how much I spent on groceries when I can just go like this and see how much I spent on groceries, gas, and everything, and on the monthly bills and everything. I may do a total page and just combine the two and see how much is going on, but otherwise it's all here if I need that. Okay, so flipping to the month of September, this page I use it just to tell me when the bills are due. So I get these little stickers. You don't have to do that. I haven't done that every month. But if there's any bills or extra things coming up, like we had a dentist appointment, doctor bills, I'll put them on here, and when I pay them, and I'll check mark it and put the amount. I just keep this real simple. There's nothing fancy here, just simple. And then each week I do what I call just a budget for that week, or it's another way of doing the ledger. You start with a beginning balance, any money that you spent out of your cash envelopes. And then here at the bottom, I will put any money that I pulled from the savings account. And then on these are just the bills that I paid. And this information is pulled from the monthly sheet here, which when the month starts, I'll just go through here and see what stickers or what bills are due that week, and I'll put them in here so I can try to keep track of them, because I don't always look at the monthly page. And that's what I'll do. I'll just take the beginning balance, subtract whatever money I spent that day, and I'll get an ending balance, and I'll pull it to the next day and just continue it on through the whole month. And that's what I do there. And then on the sidebar here, I'll just try to make sure this page is balanced. So I'll get my I'll get my income. If I had any income for that week, it goes here at the top or somewhere on this top row, and I'll add up all that income, put it there. I'll take all the bills, which are all these stickers, and I'll add up the bills there, and then I'll take my cash envelopes, write them all in, and add up all this. I thought of separating these, but that's getting too complicated for me, so I just list them all on there as I go, and then I'll just go through them. It's never that many. I think this is a heavier page and it wasn't that many. And I'll add all that up, make sure this amount equals this amount, and if it does, then we're equal there. And then here at the bottom, I'll just take all these things that came out of the savings account, and I'll put them here. And one of them is the lunch money, and then the hubby had to refill one of his meds, and I just put it there. So after I've done this sidebar, I make sure these numbers match my ending balance. So what I'll do is take the beginning balance, add the income, subtract the bills, the cash envelopes, and then any money from the savings. And after I figure that all out and that number matches this number, I will then go to my 3 pages here, which is the checking, savings, and the cash envelopes, and make sure those 3 numbers equal that number. And if it does, then I'm balanced. If not, I need to figure out what is going on. I know it seems like a lot, but if you take a few minutes and put all this information here, it should all just balance out. And it has been balancing out for most of September. I had 1 week that I was a little confused, but I figured it out. And it's easier to figure it out week by week for me than it is the whole month. And I'm just keeping it that way because it's less of a headache than trying to spend 6 hours on a Sunday after the month is gone, trying to figure out where you messed up. So for me, it's easier just to figure it out every week. And as long as this is balanced, and I write in any money that came out of the savings account, the checking account, it's pretty simple. Okay, so I got cut off by a phone call, but I am back, and I'm not sure where I was at, but yes, so it's really simple to keep a budget this way. I am on the hunt for another planner with the lines like this. I was looking for another, I believe this is a 2018 planner with the lines like this. I know there's some where the lines are just here and this is a solid area. I may have to buy something like that, but I'm really enjoying this. I did look into the student planners and I did buy one, but I don't like their setup where it just has 5 days and they're listed here and you have the subjects that are here. I didn't like that, so I returned that planner, and I'm going to try to find something different for that. But yes, this is really working for me, this system here. I do just write everything in here, all the stuff, and then I figure it all out on here and make sure that everything balances. I did do something slightly different on last week, and I put the total amount here. I take all my cash envelopes and I put the total here. So when I go to separate the different categories and get those numbers, I make sure that total equals this total, because that's where one of my problems is. And I was thinking of separating them, but I didn't do that. That's just too complicated for me. I'm not going to do that right now. I may do that later or try it once or twice, but I have not done that yet. Anyways, but that is how I'm doing that. And here at the bottom, it's just all the other little stuff. We did have a dentist appointment one day, and then we have a few issues with a truck that the hubby drives, and we had to do $450 on auto repairs for that, but it will be okay. And we did sell a few things and came up with an extra $800 for that, so that is really good. And it did help the budget a whole bunch. We do have almost $1,400 left, and a lot of that is going to the bills. That's why I'm going to cash out the piggy bank this month to make sure that we have enough money to cover everything. and I do have everything ready to go. I need to go ahead and fill out Monday stuff, and but I have the income, the bills, I have all the stuff written down, ready to go to try to make this simpler for me come Sunday, Monday, when I need to close out this week. And I do need to start budgeting for October. I do have jury duty on the 25th, and I want to get past that first and get that over with before I start working on the October budget and putting all the stickers down and getting everything figured out, where all the bills are, what we're going to get paid and everything. So I'm just taking it one day at a time. How do y'all have jury duty? I think I have to go like twice a year, and it really sucks. I don't know how to get out of it. I dislike it. How do y'all feel on jury duty? Do y'all go? Do y'all get selected very often? Yeah. But anyway, I have that on Wednesday. I have to do that, and I really don't want to. The hubby loves doing that. He actually was called for it a week ago, and his got canceled. I'm hoping mine gets canceled. I doubt it will, because I'm not that lucky. But he actually got a letter in the mail. I never knew they did letters in the mail, and his was canceled. But yes, that's the case with his, and we'll see. We'll see. It's just something I don't like, because you have to get dressed up and you have a lot of stairs to walk. Mine is always like 6, 7 levels up. There's no elevator. It sucks. Not that that's the problem. It's just having to sit and pretty much judge someone. I'm not for that. I don't like all the questions. I don't like that. It is an all-day affair. You don't get out of there till like 5 o'clock. They give you 30 minutes for lunch. Yes, I'm very familiar with that. Like I said, if y'all remember, I was there in January, and I was worried about it for about a month when I got that letter. This time I only was given a week notice, barely a week. So it's a lot better that way than having a whole month notice, because it's daunting to me. Anyways, I'll get off the soapbox with that one. Yeah, so this is what the budget is looking like. I'm really enjoying this. It's not as complicated as having to write all this down into a, what I call ledger, like daily spending. If I had to do this, I would hate this, but this is really simple. I'll just go check his account, write all the stuff down that day, or for that day, go in there and write my stuff down. My spending isn't daily like his. He has a gas station trip just about every day. As you can see, there. He skipped a day, but then it's there, and there, and there, and there. And mine is I picked up groceries and only did a grocery shop. And then I forgot a couple of items, so I went the next day. And I believe, I forgot what this was. Oh, this was a dollar store here in town, so it wasn't nothing like going to the city. And then I skipped that day. I purchased something for me right there, and that was online, and then nothing there. So I did good that day, but like I say, his is a whole lot more daily than mine. And then there's days like this that I only did a grocery shop, nothing in all week. Maybe I did the coupons right there, or that could have been him. But I don't know. Are y'all out there daily spenders? Like every day you'll go to somewhere and spend money, not spend money, but have to buy something like coffee, or like if you smoke cigarettes and all of that. Like when I don't work, I pretty much don't leave the house for days, because I don't have a reason to, so I don't make an excuse to go to town, I guess. Unless I need like cleaners or something for a meal I'm cooking, need to mail something or go to the bank. Otherwise, I don't leave the house. Sometimes it could be for a while, unless I have to go get groceries. And if I could get groceries delivered or someone pick up my groceries, I probably wouldn't leave home for months. But I do have to go home. When I was sick, the husband did that for me, which was nice, and I didn't have to go do that. anyways, I am a little too chatty today, so I'm gonna leave y'all alone, and we will talk to y'all later. Hopefully y'all have a wonderful day, and if y'all like this video, hope y'all will consider subscribing and liking this video to let me know that y'all did enjoy this. Otherwise, we will talk to y'all later. Bye.